Your Excellency, Ambassador Costin, President Akane, Madam President of the Assembly of State Parties, Deputy Prosecutor, Mr. Registrar, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to advise you that interpretation will be provided throughout the ceremony. Channel 1 is for English, Channel 2 for French. The welcoming ceremony of Ukraine will commence with the remarks of Madam President, Judge Tomoko Akane. Madam President, the floor is yours.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Costin, it is an honor for me to open this welcoming ceremony to celebrate Ukraine becoming the 125th state party to the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. I wish to extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of the entire court. The offenses listed in the Rome Statute are crimes of international concern that cause terrible suffering, particularly when committed with impunity. These crimes can be effectively dealt with only by joint and determined action. By joining the Rome Statute, Ukraine joins the community of nations committed to ending impunity for the most serious crimes of concern to the international community. Each state party of the ICC sends out a strong signal of the commitment to peace, justice, and rule of law. Ukraine has made clear its engagement to a particular vision of a common human future. It is a future of accountability, a future of justice for the victims of unimaginable atrocities that deeply shock the conscience of humanity. This future is being shaped here today. It is being shaped in our courtrooms by investigations in the field, by outreach to affected communities, and through many other aspects of the court's work. By joining the ICC, Ukraine has taken the world one step closer to achieving universal adoption of the Rome Statute. Full realization of the Rome Statute system remains a daunting task. This court will play its part. Working closely with state parties, Ukraine has decided to become a partner in this endeavor. Ukraine now has an equal rights with every other state party to take part in future discussions concerning amendments to the Rome Statute or any other matter to be decided by the Assembly of State Parties. But the International Criminal Court is a court of last resort. A future of accountability for the most serious crimes is also developing in a broader context. Under the Rome Statute, the primary responsibility to credibly investigate and prosecute the perpetrators of atrocity crimes rests with states. Ukraine has seen its share of injustice, human suffering, and conflict. And I am certain that this experience only strengthens your country's ability to make an important contribution to the future development of international criminal justice. Excellency, I congratulate Ukraine on its decision to join the Rome Statute, and I once again warmly welcome your country to the International Criminal Court. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the inspiring words, Madam President. I would now like to give the floor to Madam President of the Assembly of State Parties. The floor is yours, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, Mr. Andrei Kostin, Ambassador of Ukraine to the Kingdom of the Netherlands, President of the International Criminal Court, Judges of the Court, Deputy Prosecutors, Mr. Registrar, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to gather here today in the presence of His Excellency Mr. Andrei Kostin, Ambassador of Ukraine to the Kingdom of the Netherlands, to mark the entry into force of the Rome Statute for our newest states party, Ukraine, which deposited its instrument of ratification with the United Nations on 25th October 24, thereby becoming the 125th state party as of 1st January 2025. The country's path to joining the Rome Statute during such a difficult time shows remarkable resilience, courage, and commitment to the rule of law. Ukraine's ratification of the Rome Statute symbolizes our shared commitment to the fight against impunity and principles underlying the International Criminal Court. We commend Ukraine for its declarations accepting the jurisdiction of the court already over alleged crimes committed in the context of the situation of Ukraine since 21st November 2013, pursuant to Article 12, paragraph 3 of the statute. On 2nd March 2022, the Office of the Prosecutor opened an investigation into the situation of Ukraine on the basis of state party referrals, and the investigation has led to the issuance of arrest warrants against 6 individuals to date. Ukraine's ratification is another important step in the pursuit of the universality of the Rome Statute, a general goal to ensuring the crimes that shock the conscience of humanity wherever they occur will not go unpunished. We hope that Ukraine's commitment to the Rome Statute system will inspire other countries to ratify the Rome Statute in order to ensure that justice for victims will always prevail. We invite Ukraine to fully incorporate the Rome Statute into its national legislation, which will enhance its existing concerted efforts to investigate and prosecute violations of international law in its domestic jurisdiction. The Assembly stands ready to support Ukraine in its efforts. In conclusion, I would like once again, on behalf of the Assembly of States Parties, to congratulate and warmly welcome Ukraine into the family of states parties. I'm certain that Ukraine will become an active state party in the implementation of the statute and the pursuit of universality and cooperation. Thank you.
Can I also invite you over here for the picture? Thank you very much. I would like to now invite Ambassador Kostin to take the floor on behalf of Ukraine. The floor is yours, Your Excellency.
Your Excellencies, Honorable President of the Court, Honorable President of the Assembly of State Parties, Registrar, distinguished judges, prosecutors, the staff of the ICC, fellow ambassadors and representatives, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a moment of profound significance for Ukraine, for the International Criminal Court, and for the cause of the international justice. On this 17th of July, as the international community observes International Criminal Justice Day, we raise the flag of Ukraine here at the ICC as 125th state party to the Rome Statute. Our flag is a symbol of a nation that cherishes peace, justice, dignity, and freedom. It is also the flag of a people who have endured and continues to go through unimaginable hardship, but never given up on the idea that law, not violence, must govern our shared world. Today, by raising our national flag on these grounds, we affirm our commitment to the principles of the Rome Statute. We're here because we believe in accountability. We're here because we believe in justice. And we believe in the power of law to safeguard humanity even in this darkest hour. Today we also commemorate the MH17 victims, remembering the 298 innocent lives lost in the tragic downing of the flight over eastern Ukraine in 2014. Excellencies, Ukraine's path to this moment has not been easy. For over a decade, our country has faced aggression, occupation, and a brutal full-scale invasion. The suffering endured by our people from Crimea to Mariupol, from Bucha to Kharkiv, is a reminder of why institutions like this court are not only relevant but essential. Justice cannot bring back lives lost. It cannot erase trauma, but it can affirm truth. It can recognize the victims, and it can send a message to the world that impunity is not acceptable, not now, not ever. In this spirit that Ukraine has engaged with the ICC over the past years, we accepted the court's jurisdiction for the crimes committed on our territory since 2014. We have cooperated fully with the Office of the Prosecutor. We have opened our doors to investigators, facilitated evidence collection, and supported victims' voices. That is why Ukraine welcomed with great respect the actions taken by this court, including the issuance of 6 arrest warrants against Russian officials suspected of responsibility for war crimes and crimes against humanity committed on Ukrainian soil. Among them is the most significant and symbolic to date, the arrest warrant issued against Putin, the incumbent president of Russia, for the unlawful deportation and transfer of Ukrainian children. This action sent a powerful message not only to the perpetrators but to the entire world that no one is above the law. Let me be clear. This was not a political decision. It was a legal act grounded in evidence carried out under the mandate of this court. It affirmed that even heads of state can be held accountable when they violate the most fundamental norms of humanity. To the judges of this court, to the prosecutor, and to all those who carry forward these investigations, we say, Ukraine supports you. Ukraine stands with you, and Ukraine will continue to provide evidence, witnesses, and full cooperation to ensure that justice is served. But we also knew that our place was not only in cooperation, it was here as full state party, shaping the future of international justice alongside all of you. This is why, even amid the horrors of war, our parliament ratified the Rome Statute. Our people demanded justice. Our institutions responded. And today, Ukraine is a proud member of the International Criminal Court. Let me thank all those who supported us on this journey: the Assembly of State Parties, the court's organs, civil society partners, and countless experts and advocates who believe, as we do, that justice is not a luxury, it is a right. Dear friends, Ukraine's accession is not just a milestone for us. It is a message to the world, a message that even in times of war, we choose law over vengeance, that even amid suffering, we believe in due process, that even in pain, we uphold the humanity of justice. And this message comes not just from the government of Ukraine, but from our people, from mothers seeking justice for their children, from displaced families yearning for home, from survivors that carry burden of truth and demand recognition. We also understand that joining this court means responsibility. We are ready to play our full part in supporting the court's mandate, strengthening its effectiveness and promoting universality. We will advocate for the participation of the other states who are not yet members. We will work to ensure that the court has the resources and backing it needs to fulfill its noble mission. We recognize that justice is not a quick fix. It takes time. It takes patience. And it demands unwavering commitment and dedication. But we also know from our painful history that the cost of silence, the cost of inaction, is far greater. Excellencies, let us not forget that today is more than a ceremonial occasion. It is a call to action. As we raise our flag amongst yours, we do so with hope. Hope that justice can triumph over brutality, that truth can shine through propaganda, and that dignity can be restored to those who have suffered. Let this moment strengthen our collective resolve. Let it remind us that while machinery of justice may move slowly, it does move. And when it does, it carries with it the voices of victims, the weight of international law, and the promise of accountability. Let me close with the words of famous Ukrainian poet Taras Shevchenko, the voice of Ukrainian conscience. And the truth will rise, and justice will shine like the sun. May our presence here today and the flag we raise be a step forward, that rising light for Ukraine and for all peoples who cry out for justice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador, for such a moving speech. I would like to conclude the official part of the welcoming ceremony. You are now cordially invited outside to celebrate. Thank you for attending this event, and thank to all of those who made it possible.